Hi everyone, Andy Davis here again from Master of Voice, a channel with reactions to performers from across the world. In this episode, a group of performers from South America, none of which I've ever reacted to before, so I'm very excited to see this song today. This song is Volver a los 17, which translates to English as Back to 17. And this group of performers includes Mercedes Sosa from Argentina and several performers from Brazil, including Caetano Veloso, Costa, Chico Buarque, and Milton Nascimento. So I'm excited to hear this song today. Let's jump right in.
Gracias, Chico. Gracias, Caetano, por invitarme. Soy muy feliz, muy amable. Es como descifrar signos sin ser sabio competente. Volver a ser de repente tan frágil como un segundo. Volver a sentir profundo como un niño frente a Dios.
Wow, her voice is so impressive. I really love the pure quality of it, the vowel placed so well and just flowing out of her so nicely. Now, several of you have suggested that I listen to songs by her, and so I am already impressed just with a few stanzas by her excellent talent and just the presence she's already giving us through her face here and through her wonderful vocal quality that she's giving. So impressed already. The lyrics translated into English, a rough translation into English, began, "To go back to being 17 after living a century is like deciphering signs without being a competent wise man. To go back to be suddenly as fragile as a second. To feel once again deeply, like a kid facing God. That's what I feel in this fertile instant." And then the chorus of the song goes on to say, it tangles, like the ivy on the wall, and it springs, like the moss on the stones. Ah, yes, yes, yes.
Eso es lo que siento yo en este instante fecundo.
Nice.
Se va enredando, como en anguro la hiedra, y va brotando, como el mosquito y la piedra, como el mosquito y la piedra, y sí, sí, sí.
Wow, I loved that wonderful harmony between Mercedes and Milton Nascimento there. I enjoy her voice so much, and I can't wait to hear more of his. I believe each of them have a verse in this song, and now this is Caetano Veloso, another Brazilian performer, and now this is back in 1987. This is a song that was written and produced by a Chilean singer, Violeta Parra, back in the early 60s, and then I believe Mercedes Sosa recorded it in the early 70s. And a lot of different people have covered this song from what I'm reading. And I did listen to Violeta's performance back in the 60s, just a recording of it, and I really enjoyed her version. Such a great voice with solo guitar, and now this group of singers in the late 80s sort of paying homage to her and that wonderful performance in this group setting. So that's very cool. His verse, the lyrics translate to, "My pushed back steps when all of yours go forward. The arc of the alliances broke into my nest with all its colors. I went around my veins and even the hard chains. With what destiny ties us is like a thin diamond that illuminates my calm soul."
Mi paso retrocedido cuando el de ustedes avanza, el arco de las alianzas ha penetrado en mi nido con todo su colorido, se ha paseado por mis venas y hasta la dura cadena con que nos ata el destino es como un diamante fino que alumbra mi alma serena.
I love that. He had a really nice bright vocal quality here. The vowel placed a little bit forward, giving us that bright tenor sound there, and then floated into a nice falsetto there at the end of the verse. So well done. And of course, we're back to the chorus here now. Wow, I am so impressed with her voice. They were all singing the chorus that time. So well done. And I am enjoying this so much. It's, impressive. Even though I don't know these performers, I know a bit of their background, and I know now that they've had long careers. You all have mentioned several of them in the comments, especially those of you from Brazil that are a bit new to my channel within the last month or so. I've been seeing your comments, and now I believe we have a verse coming up from Costa, and her verse translates roughly to, "What the feeling can do, the knowing never could. Not even the clearer proceeding, neither the widest thought. Everything is changed by the moment. Like a condescent magician, it sweetly takes us away from resentment to violence. Only love with its science turns us so innocent." What great lyrics to this song as well.
Lo que puede el sentimiento no lo ha podido el saber, ni el más claro proceder, ni el más ancho pensamiento. Todo lo cambia al momento, cual mago condescendiente.
Nice.
Nos aleja dulcemente de rencores y violencias. Solo el amor con su ciencia nos vuelve tan inocentes.
I really enjoy the different feel in that verse there. Of course, we've had some guitar accompaniment, but this was back to a solo guitar under her section. The lyrics have a change in feel, and she gave us that vocally through the sound of her voice and also through her facial expression. And I really enjoy that change up in this song. Now we're back to the chorus with the full group, I believe. Milton having fun. I love it that when they sing the chorus together all at once, you can tell as a group of performers, they have such camaraderie with each other. And that is so fun to see. They are enjoying each other's presence. And there's a lot of talent on this stage. They know that. The audience knows that. And I think everyone is enjoying this performance. I know I'm enjoying it, seeing it so many years later. Now this is Chico Buarque, and his verse goes on to say, a rough translation into English, "Love is a whirlwind of original sheer. Even the wildest animal whispers its sweet croon. It stops the pilgrims, frees the prisoners. Love, with all its care, turns an old man into a child. And to the evil ones, only affection turns them pure and honest." Such a great song. She was a great songwriter and performer, Violeta Parra from Chile, and they are doing this song such justice.
El amor es torbellino de puris original.
Nice tenor quality.
Hasta el feroz animal susurra su dulce trino, detiene a los peregrinos, libera a los prisioneros. El amor con sus esmeros al viejo lo vuelve niño y al malo solo el cariño lo vuelve puro y sincero.
Nice. And of course, I didn't realize this at first, but the lyrics of this song are in Spanish. And except for Mercedes Sosa from Argentina, the rest of this group, they are from Brazil and speak Portuguese. So I know the two languages are similar, but of course they're singing in a different language here. You can see a few of them maybe reading some of the lyrics before them just to make sure they're right on it. They're doing such a great job. But I enjoyed his vocal quality there. Another nice tenor sound, very forward and focused. Floated up a bit into his head voice there, or a falsetto there at the end of the verse. But all of these singers have done such a great job so far. Her voice just melts my heart, to be quite honest. There's something so pure and truly phenomenal. Even just the last part there, I heard a harmony voice with her, which was nice. But just that CCC is just so wonderfully done on the breath. She is such an effortless singer, and that pure vocal quality. I cannot wait to hear so much more from her and all of these performers thus far. I'm really impressed with them, even though this was decades ago. The next verse will be from Milton Nascimento, which so many of you have requested that I also feature on the channel, and I'm eager to hear some of his solo work. His verse translates to, "Wide the window opened as if bewitched. Love came in with its robe like a warm morning. To the rhythm of its beautiful target, it made the jasmine sprout, flying like a seraph. It put earrings to the sky, and my tears into 17. The cherub turned them."
De par en par la ventana se abrió como por encanto y entra el amor consumando como una tibia mañana y el son de su bella diana y sobre el jazmín volando cual serafín al cielo le puso aretes y mis años 17 los convirtió el querubín.
Loved that. Of course, he has a nice sound to his voice as well. Down in the lower part of his range, the vowel was placed back just a little bit darker of a sound, which I really enjoyed, changing that up from some of the other performers' vocal quality, the timbre of their voices. Here we are in the final verse of the song. He gave the intro to some of the phrases a bit of a glottal intro there, and it was so well done. And then, of course, into his full upper chest voice sound with a bit of tempo change there, a feel in the rhythms there. It was so nicely changed up for this verse. I love this song and their performances of this. Yes. A standing ovation, and they deserved it. What a wonderful performance. A great song, and I'm so happy to be able to feature this on the channel today. If you enjoyed this reaction, please click like and hit subscribe if you haven't already done so. Click the bell so you know when I'm releasing new content. I've left links to my social media down below, and as always, have a great day.